Hello my friends, William Poloniak here again from Whole Health Foundation, and today I'm going to make more watermelon juice with the rind and without the skin, and I'm using a special method today. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a peeler and I'm going to peel off the skin because I don't know how clean the skin is and I don't want to go through the job of cleaning it, and I want just the rind without the skin. So I'm using a peeler that you usually use to peel carrots or potatoes, and I'm going to peel it before I slice it and juice it. And in addition to that, I'm going to put in a couple of limes, and let's do a close-up here. It looks like 150 grams of ginger and about 150 grams of turmeric root. Alright, I finished peeling the watermelon. I've thrown the peel away. Now I'm going to slice it into manageable sections. And then I'm going to peel off the rind, juice that separately with the ginger and with the turmeric root and with the limes. And then I'm going to do the flesh and mix them both together for a juice with the rind juice, the lime juice, the turmeric, and the ginger mixed in for a nice, healthy tonic. Okay, before I juice the watermelon flesh, I'm going to do the rind with the ginger, the turmeric, and I'm going to put in one strawberry I got from my garden only because I don't want to throw it away. So we'll do the rest of the rind with the ginger and the turmeric root, and 4 limes from my lime tree. Put the strawberry in with the turmeric. We're down to the last of our watermelon rind, and the last lemon, or the last lime. Whenever your juicer stops like that, just give it a jump start with a switch. And the last of the line. I think my grid needs cleaning. It sounds like it's working too hard, so we'll scrape off the pulp. Usually comes from the ginger and the turmeric. It's very fibrous. Whenever your juicer is working hard like that, clean your grid. And we'll do the last of the rind. Now what I'm going to do next is clean my feed tube, put aside the pulp, and I'm going to juice my watermelon flesh here and mix both juices together. Now, I've run out of bamboo liners, so this is going to be an experiment to see how these cloths hold up without the bamboo liners. I suspect the flesh will stick to the cloth a little bit, but we'll see. All the way back it off a little bit. What I'm going to do this time with the spent pulp is I'm going to set it aside and run it through the shredder and then juice it again. Now you notice I'm using a large bowl to collect the juice because it won't overshoot. If you used a small bowl like this one, it definitely would overshoot. So what I'll do with the spent pulp is we'll set that aside and we're going to shred that later to see if we can get any more juice out of it. And because fruit tends to spit back at you, I'm turning the machine off in between loading the feed tube. thing I'm noticing is pressing this without bamboo liners is a definite disadvantage. But I've run out of bamboo liners for now, so nothing they can do until they get back in stock. Back it off a little bit. Put a little more pulp on here. And again, look at my folding technique, how I fold that under. And we'll do that in both directions. This is going to minimize slip. Oh, there's a pulp slip out there. I'm glad we caught that in time. We don't want any of that to go into our juice. You can see the importance of going slowly. As you can see, without the bamboo liner, you have to go much more slowly, and it's a definite disadvantage as you get more slippage without the bamboo liner. But like I said, they're on back order. There's not much we can do about it until they come. Again, my folding technique of folding it under. We were lucky this time to catch that overflow before it went into the juice. Alright, here's the last of our pulp. And this time I'm going to use a spatula to get the rest of this pulp out of here. Cost of produce these days, I don't want to waste anything. And again, look at my folding technique. I'm going to fold it under. We'll do that in both directions to minimize slippage, especially since we don't have a bamboo liner. That's that very little bit. You don't want it to slip. When you're doing fruit, the slower you go, the better. Alright, we're going to do the last cloth. All the way back it off a little bit. And before I throw this pulp away, what I'm going to do is form it into a tight ball. As tight and small as possible. I want to see if I can crank any more juice out of it. You notice how this is sticking without the bamboo liner? So the bamboo liner is definitely a distinct advantage. Fold up under a couple of times and do that in both directions in a tight ball. Again, I'm going to form this into a tight ball. And point out again, without the bamboo liner, look at the mess we're getting. And we'll do the best we can since we're waiting about a week for the back order to arrive. Turn that off while we're folding the cloth. I've got a much smaller package this time. I'm going to put 2 cloths in there. See if we get any more juice out of that by repackaging the spent pulp all the way back it off. Let's see if we get any more juice from the repackaged spent pulp. Whoop! Went too fast. We'll have to repackage that top one. Let's do that. Push this very damp pulp back into a tight ball. You can see the importance of monitoring fruit and green juice. Those are your slippery juices, your slippery pulp. And this time we'll go a little bit slower. Let's repackage this other one as well. Flatten that. Package that again better. Fold that under 3 times this time. back it off. We'll go up a little more slowly this time. Just a tiny bit advanced. While I'm waiting, I'll do a little cleanup. That's a tiny bit more. Looks like we've got a little bit of overflow. That's a little bit more. Whoop! Looks like our bag just blew apart. Well, again, that demonstrates the importance of going up slowly. Let's repackage that one more time. Because I do want to get as much pulp juice pressed out as possible. Oh, we got quite a bit burst out of that bag, or that cloth full, I should say. Looks like it came out of the bottom one. Okay, I'm repackaging that cloth that burst apart. And this time we'll go up a little more slowly. We'll flatten it. It's very important to flatten it. I probably forgot to flatten it. We'll put that in there again. All the way back it off a little bit. We're going to monitor that a little more carefully. We got almost 7 ounces that last time until the cloth burst on me. This time we're going to watch a little more carefully. I'm going to center that a little bit better. And advance it again. If it's not centered properly, it will slip to the side. And we'll go up a little more slowly. You do not want to go up too fast. And a little more. And a little more. And it looks like from the spent pulp, we're getting another 9 ounces of juice. And you can see this is mostly turmeric and ginger because it has a very yellowish color. The advantage of the Whole Health Foundation juicer is you have that solid bottom plate that enables you to get at least 10% more juice. And you can see we definitely got, well, before we got over 9 ounces from the spent red flesh, and we're getting 9 ounces of juice from the spent rind turmeric and ginger flesh. So the Whole Health Foundation Premium Juicer is a definite advantage. It looks like we got 9.5 more ounces, and we haven't even finished that yet. So what I'm going to do now is bottle the juice. I'm just going to demonstrate the difficulty of cleaning when you don't have bamboo liners. And you can see the sticky mess that we've got here. And it creates a cleanup nightmare. And again, only cold water. So you can see the difficulty. You've got a lot more scrubbing to do. If you had the bamboo liner, this wouldn't be happening. You would just throw the bamboo liner away. It's compostable, biodegradable. So here we have the cloth, much more difficult to clean. And you have to inspect it, and we still have some pulp on there. So a definite disadvantage without the bamboo liners. So let's fold that into thirds. We'll press the water up and put them back in the freezer. I want to demonstrate one thing that almost everybody forgets to do is clean that upper plate. Take a look at that. Almost everyone forgets to do that, but it's very, very important. Alright, we're going to squeeze the water out of that, put them back in the freezer. And while that press is going up, to press the water out of the closet, I'm going to clean down here because we've got that cloth exploding on us. So we'll clean that while this press is going up. anytime you touch the sponge or the countertop, you want to wash your gloves and your hands. Always wear gloves. You never know how clean your produce is or your hands. So we're going to put this in a plastic bag and into the freezer it's going to go. I have all my fruit cloths labeled because I keep my fruit separate from my vegetable cloths. They're going to go into the freezer. All right, I got 8 bottles of juice from this watermelon, and I gave 1/3 of it away to my housemates because they wanted to eat it. 8 and enough for a taste test. Let's taste it. Watermelon, and I can definitely taste the lime in the watermelon juice. So this is watermelon, ginger, turmeric, 150 grams of ginger, 150 grams of turmeric, 4 limes, 1 strawberry for good measure because I didn't want to throw it away. So here's to your health. Remember to swish your juice around with your saliva. I hope you like what you've seen, and if you'd like to call me, my number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cox.net, and my webpage is wholehealthbound.com. See you in the next video.